you ready?
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. All three engines up and burning. 2, 1, 0, and liftoff.
I got the Otto Show. Y'all ready for this? Get yourselves a drink, find yourselves a seat, buckle up, and let's get this thing popping. Come on. What's going on, everybody? It is Wednesday night again. It is time for the Otto Show. Thank you guys for tuning in. Where's everybody from? Y'all tuning in tonight? I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be checking out where everybody's from. Post up where you're from, y'all. Man, DeMarcus Family Rules. It premieres tonight on Netflix, and the Ottos are all in it. I'm excited about it. I'm a little nervous about it, never having been in a show like that before, but it should be fun, man. It's supposed to be just a good, clean family fun, and that is what it's all about. So let's get this thing started tonight. Y'all want to hear some music or what? Try to think of what to play you guys. Yeah. Let's do this. I'm going to do retro for you guys. Check it out. Come on. Actually, I better turn on my guitar or I'm never going to make it. You guys are never going to hear my guitar. There we go. Come on. I'm a needle on a 45 kind of guy, raised on rock and roll. You're a Midwest blue-eyed wild child, high miss, born with a heart of gold. And this muscle car, chrome and clean, feels just like a time machine, back to the good old days. Retro. Soul that made the last roll back makes you want to go back. Let's go retro. Some folks say I'm old school. I say I just got style. You're a classic kind of beauty from a Hollywood movie. You kill me with your smile. And I'm holding on to you cause you're tried and true. They don't make them like you no more. Retro. Old soul that made the last roll back makes you wanna go back. Let's go retro. Like mama pop record shops, hometown drive-ins, those things that never get old. Retro. Old soul that made the last roll back makes you wanna go back. Let's go retro. 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 All right, y'all. Retro. Oh my goodness. So we're going to go over and have this party after this is done and see how the show goes. And next week, or maybe we can even talk about it tonight later after the show. I might get online here and talk to y'all a little bit about it. I hope some of y'all tune in tonight and watch it and check it out. Man, it should be fun. What else you guys want to hear tonight? You got some requests? Amy's paying attention now and looking for requests. So I'll be checking back with that on that. Let's see here. No, everybody always asks me to do this, and I don't do it enough. But I'm gonna do it tonight. Check it out. Come on. Don't have to go now, honey. Come on, tell him you won't be in today. Baby, there ain't nothing at the office so important it can't wait. I'm thankful for the weekend, but 2 days in heaven just ain't gonna do. Yes, it's gonna take forever, darling girl. I just got started loving you. What's the point in fighting what we're feeling? We both know we'll never win. Ain't this what we're missing? Let's just stop on this resisting and give in. Let me wrap my arms around you. You know you don't wanna leave this room. Come back and let me hold you, darling girl. I just got started loving you. What can I say? I've never felt this way, girl. You're like a dream come true. After all the love we made, it should be a shame if we let this moment end so. You lay back down beside me, girl, just like I know you want to. Trust me when I tell you, darling girl, I just got started loving you. Oh yeah, y'all, and I ain't gonna stop. Oh yeah. What can I say? I've never felt this way, girl. You're like a dream come true. After all the love we made, it sure would be a shame if we let this moment end so. So won't you lay back down beside me, girl, just like I know you want to. Trust me when I tell you, darling girl, I just got started loving you. Oh yeah. Come back and let me hold you, darling girl, I just got started loving you. We're gonna hang out all week long, laughing, loving, kissing, hugging, baby. Y'all, come on, let's do one last time. Just got started loving you, y'all. Thank you guys for making that a monstrous hit. That has done more for me than I can ever tell you guys. So y'all, if you saw on social media this week, you saw me digging through my grandfather's old, a bunch of stuff that he left me in a lockbox. And I was digging through it. There's a bunch of old, like, knives, pocket knives that he had that were really cool that I'll carry one of them with me. And I also found a bunch of his old belt buckles, some amazing belt buckles, stuff that like from North Dakota, all of these centennials and bicentennials of some of the cities around the city I grew up in and Findlay, North Dakota. And also, man, some of these cool old bolo ties. I had to break it out. This one was my favorite. It's got a couple of guns on it, a couple of Colts, and there's nothing like being able to dig through and find something old and being able to make it your own. And I'm so thankful for the things my grandfather left me. They definitely bring up those strong memories for me. And I talked about In Color. I talked about, because that black and white photo that I posted from Korea, that was him right out of boot camp, headed over to Korea. And I can't imagine what was in his mind before he left. Fresh out of boot camp, like 20-year-old kid, headed over to fight a war in a place he'd never been to, never even, probably barely heard of. So I want to play this song for him and for all of our veterans out there. It's called In Color. I wrote this song with Jamie Johnson and Lee Thomas Miller, and man, I could not be more proud of this song, and I hope y'all love it. Let me move this mic over just a little bit. I said, Grandpa, what's this picture here? It's all black and white. It ain't real clear. Is that you there? He said, yeah, I was 11. And times were tough back in 35. This is me and Uncle Joe just trying to survive a cotton farm. A Great Depression. And if it looks like we were scared to death, like a couple of kids just trying to save each other, you should have seen it in color. Well, this one he's taking overseas in the middle of hell, 1943. In the wintertime, almost see my breath. Well, that was my tale gunner, old Johnny McGee. He was a high school teacher from New Orleans, and he had my back right through the day we left. And if it looks like we were scared to death, like a couple of kids just trying to save each other, you should have seen it in color. A picture's worth 1,000 words, but you can't see what those shades of gray keep cover. You should have seen it in color. This one is my favorite one. This is me and Grandma in the summer sun, all dressed up the day we said our vows. You can't tell it here, but it was hot that June. That rose was red and her eyes were blue. And just look at that smile. I was so proud. That's the story of my life. Right there in black and white. And if it looks like we were scared to death, like a couple of kids just trying to save each other, you should have seen it in color. A picture's worth 1,000 words, but you can't see what those shades of gray keep covered. You should have seen it in color. You should have seen it in color. That goes out to you, Grandpa, and all y'all that have family that have served, and to all my military members. Thank you guys so much. Speaking of, I need to talk about another hero, my friend Mr. Schrade Rouse. I got a little video I did here for you. Schrade needs our help. Check him out, guys. Tonight I want to do a little something different. We always put up here, you guys have been very generous and tip me every week for playing these shows, and I'm really thankful for that. It keeps the lights on here, keeps things moving forward when there's no shows, and that's a blessing from you guys to me, and I always really appreciate that. But this week, what I'd like to do is I'd like to ask that if you plan to tip me, and if you can tip me, I'd love for you to help my friend Schrade Rouse. Schrade is a firefighter from back in my hometown. He's actually in Moses Lake now, and he was seriously injured in an accident in his garage. And he's got kids and a wife and a whole pile of bills that are coming up. I want to read you a little bit about what's going on with Schrade. And first off, I want to tell you what kind of guy Schrade is besides just work. He's helped my brother, who's been dealing with a lot of issues himself, a whole bunch, and help him make his life better when he didn't have to, because they were high school friends. And that's the kind of person you want around. You want somebody that wants to help others, and Schrade is that kind of guy. So what I'd love for y'all to do is let me read a little bit of this about this to you. Check it out. Schrade is, like I said, he's a fireman, and he was hurt in a serious accident on April 2nd, 2020. He was working on his shop assembling an old ATV tire, and the old split rim came apart, and the air pressure launched the upper half of the rim into his face. He sustained massive traumatic injuries, shattering both bones in his right forearm, breaking ribs, crushing his jaw, upper jaw, and breaking several more bones in his face and skull, including a traumatic brain injury and a brain bleed. It is amazing that he did not die right there on the shop floor. Schrade woke up on the concrete and realized that he was hurt. He checked himself in the bathroom and then drug himself inside to get help from his wife, who called EMS. Schrade was airlifted at Harborview Medical Center in Seattle, Washington, for multiple emergency life-saving surgeries. He had an emergency tracheotomy cut into his throat and lived on a ventilator for the first few days after his accident. He also had a feeding tube in his nose for close to a month. The accident happened at the height of COVID-19, and because of the regulations in place, Schrade was not allowed visitors. 3 months and 4 surgeries later, and here we are. Schrade is rapidly healing, and he continues to amaze us with his progress. He currently has daily treatments in a hyperbaric oxygen chamber to restore growth and blood flow in his mouth. He still needs bone grafts, tissue transplants, and implants and teeth, and has been a model patient, and the outlook for his recovery is encouraging. We are overjoyed to still have him here with us, they say, and he continues to work hard to regain his health and strength. He is a proud, patriotic person and is more accustomed to providing help when others need it, as opposed to asking for help himself. He is fiercely independent and was very reluctant to allow us to start any fundraising efforts on his behalf. Schrade has good health insurance through his employer and was responsible enough to buy supplemental health insurance as well. However, medical insurance only covers so much, and the real extravagant costs are turning out to be the dental work. Even good dental insurance won't touch the cost of implants and extensive dental reconstruction. His doctors are advising him to be ready for $80,000 plus in dental bills alone. Now, this page was started by his brother, and I know that people in the community are donating, but because he's done a lot for my family by helping my brother, I want to help out as well. And I ask that you guys, if you're going to donate tonight, to me, please direct that to Schrade's GoFundMe. There is a link for his GoFundMe in the description for this video. You could check it out, and please go help him any way that you can. Help this great man get back to normal and helping other people again. So that is what I would like y'all to do. Thank you so much for listening to this and for helping. I really appreciate it, y'all. All right, some of you guys have been asking me about my 72 Chevelle, the green one. So that was my very first car. I got that car in high school. My folks pitched in and bought it for me. I think it cost all of about $1,500 at the time, and it was an absolute dream machine for a high school kid. I got that car. I did all the things that you do in those days. I basically learned to drive in it, and had an amazing time with it. I moved to Seattle in it in 1992 after I graduated high school, and I drove back and forth over the mountains from Tri-Cities, Washington to Seattle over and over and over again, and it was always a reliable, amazing car for me. And I decided to join the military in 93, and I moved back home. And my dad said I could park it in the front yard, basically park it in the driveway, and he would take care of it for me. And what ended up happening was my dad and my best friend ended up working out a deal where my best friend bought it from my dad, and neither one of those guys told me about it until I got out of the service. And I got out of the service with some money in my pocket, and I figured I'd put some money into my car, and I'd get a new apartment, and I'd be good to go, and probably take it to Nashville, because that's what I wanted to do, was move to Nashville. Well, the car was gone, and I was pretty upset, to say the least. But I think it worked out for the best, because at some point along the way, I know I would have had to sell that car. It would have been a financial liability for me to have it, and I would have probably sold it along the way to trying to become a singer-songwriter and to be able to make this living. So my best friend had it in his garage since that day, I guess since 93. He drove it for a couple years and then put it in his garage, and there it sat. And I've been trying to get it back for over 20 years. And a couple of years ago, he decided that he was finally ready to sell it, and it was more of a project that he wanted to take on. And I talked to my wife, and she said it was cool, so I bought it back, and I have been working on it ever since. I want to show you guys a photo of where it's at right now. Check it out. There it is. So it is sitting at my buddy's shop out in Dixon, Tennessee, Hilltoppers Hot Rods, and that is pretty much exactly as it's sitting right this minute. It's getting close to being finished. You can see the Forge Line wheels that I helped design. I helped design these wheels with the help of Forge Line. They are based off of the original Chevelle and Camaro wheels of the era. And I've seen these now on a bunch of high-end hot rods, Chevelle builds and Camaro builds, and they're showing up all over, which blows my mind. To be a part of something like that is incredible to me. Also, I think they fit the car perfectly. They're exactly what I dreamed of having on the car. The car is the original color, the Gulf green. I had all of these ideas over the years what I'd do with it if I ever got it back, how I'd customize it and how I'd do this and that. And I ended up sticking with the original theme of the car because why get your first car back and then make it into something that it really wasn't? To me, what was great about the car was that grandma green, the white top. It'll have the white vinyl top like original. And but what we did was it's got a roadster shop chassis underneath it, which means it's going to handle like it's on rails. I'm going to be able to take it out and hit the road course and autocross it and have as much fun with it as humanly possible. It used to corner on its door handles, which means it would lean over into corners and you'd feel like you'd tip over if you went too fast. Now this thing will be an absolute handling monster. I'm excited about that. Now, the original engine, it used to have a 350 Chevrolet with a 2-barrel carb that made about 150 horsepower. So it wasn't exactly a fast car, but now it's got a 610 horsepower LS3, and it's built by ATK Race Motors out of Texas, and it is going to be a monster. That is backed up by a 6-speed stick. from Bowler Transmissions. It used to be an automatic, and now I'm going to be rowing the gears like real men do. I'm excited about that. Man, I have had so many great partners helping me build this car. OPGI has been such a huge help. If you are building a classic Chevrolet or GM car, man, OPGI is the way. They have the parts. They have everything you're going to need to rebuild a classic. And man, I have been through their catalog. It's got all kinds of stuff from them in it. Now, if you can see up here, right there is where the turn signals would have originally been. Now, I helped design these air inlets. Now they're air inlets where it basically sucks cold air into the motor. And my buddies machined that for me. And it'll be drawing in cold air up into the motor and keeping this thing breathing and making all kinds of horsepower. You could see the bare brakes peeking through. Over here, I've got the white bare brakes to match the top. And, man, nothing stops like a set of bare brakes with those big 14-inch rotors. This thing is going to be an absolute monster. I'm excited to drive it. I'm excited to get on it. It has been taking me a little while to get it finished. But you know what? Great things are worth waiting for. And I could not be happier with the work that they're doing out there at Hilltoppers. They're absolutely crushing it for me and keeping this thing moving forward. So hopefully in the next couple of months, we're going to be firing this thing up. And when we do, I'll definitely get y'all a video. So that is the update on the Chevelle, y'all. Man, I'm excited. All right, y'all, this is a brand new song I have never played for anybody else before. So you guys get to hear it here first on the Otto Show. It's called Tell Me When It's Over. Check it out, y'all. See if I can make it through it. I don't know how much hurt one heart can take. You push it and pull it, then mend till it breaks. If you don't really love me, I wish that you just let me go and leave me alone. 'Cause I've given all that I know how to give. If you're looking for something, tell me what it is. For the life of me, honestly, I really don't have a clue. Tell me when it's over. Tell me when we're through. Tell me when this roller coaster ride your love has had me on is coming to a stop. 'Cause baby, I wanna get off. Tell me when it's over, so I can get over you. Once we were flying up high in the clouds. Lately it seems like this thing's coming down. Wanna cover my eyes 'cause I don't wanna see how it ends. Tell me when it's over. Tell me when we're through. Tell me when this roller coaster ride your love has had me on is coming to a stop. 'Cause baby, I wanna get off. Tell me when it's over, so I can get over you. Tell me when it's over. Tell me when we're through. Tell me when this roller coaster ride your love has had me on is coming to a stop. 'Cause baby, I wanna get off. Tell me when it's over, can get over you. Tell me when it's over so I can get over you. There you go, y'all. Brand new music for you. Please welcome Brandon Ray to the show.
What's up?
What's happening, dude?
Dude, glad to be here. Your show is amazing. We were just talking about it, but just the quality, like everything about it, the logo in the corner, it's so good. I love it.
Yeah, man, trying to look pro, trying to make sure that we don't look like, we got to look like you've done this before, really is the main thing, right?
It's got to be official as it possibly can be, you know.
Yeah, I don't want to be just some joker on the internet with nothing going on. I got to make it look good, and that's been part of what I'm trying to do here. And I was saying that I got tired of doing the same thing every week, like tired of playing my same songs, the same songs every week, and trying to figure out, okay, which ones did I play last week? I don't want to play the same ones the next week. So, and I'm going to run out of songs to play pretty soon. Like within like a couple of months, there's not going to be anything new to play. So,
yeah, I agree. I agree, man.
Well, so having you on the show is what I want to do. I want to tell my fans and my friends about you, brother, because you're killer. You're one of my favorite co-writer friends and artists in Nashville, and you got a lot going on. So why don't we just start there? What do you have going on?
Nothing. No.
Well, like everybody else probably in COVID land, probably don't have anything going on. Stuck in your house like everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we actually moved into a new house a couple weeks ago, so that's pretty exciting.
That is exciting. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So where did you move to? Which area?
We moved to Spring Hill, right south of Franklin. We were living in Franklin and just moved a little bit further south. So.
I love South Nashville, man. You get just outside of town, outside of the hustle and bustle. Things are a little bit slower, a little bit cheaper, and man, there's a lot of people living out there. I love the Columbia area too.
Yeah, dude, Columbia is I think it's about 10, 15 minutes from us. We've gone a little bit to visit the areas, and it's just cool.
Yeah, man, that's great. So are you guys like officially moved in, got all the boxes put away, like you've done the whole thing?
We are, man. We were living in an apartment for so long, as you know, being gone on the road for 150 dates a year.
All the time.
Knowing that if something breaks while I'm out on the road, maintenance can come fix it and all that kind of stuff. And so with COVID happening and us, kind of being in the same place and kind of going crazy a little bit. Also, the interest rates are at an all-time low, and so we're just
Smart move,
let's
man.
do it. Let's pull the trigger. So.
Smart move. That's great, dude. I'm so glad for you. So touring is off. There's no touring. What are you keeping busy with? Are you writing songs or what?
I go to the living room.
Yeah.
I go outside. I go to the laundry room. I went to the laundry room today. That was cool.
Well, your wife probably appreciates that.
Oh yeah, she does.
Did you actually do any laundry?
Oh yeah, no. I try to do laundry as much as I can. But yeah, no. I've been writing, from home. Zoom co-writes, all that stuff. And right now, for the past year, actually, I've been writing strictly for TV, film, and sync.
That's
sync
cool,
music.
man. Smart. So have you gotten some placements?
I have, man. In the beginning, this was last year's, right before the Super Bowl. We got a song that was on NFL Network for all their Super Bowl promos, which was really cool.
That is cool.
We have the current HGTV network promo song.
Yay!
That's playing. Yeah, so playing till end of September.
So they can hear your beautiful voice on HGTV?
Oh yeah, if you like Property Brothers, I'm on the commercials.
I do love Property Brothers, actually.
It's a great show.
I love that show.
Yeah, dude, and we've gotten placements right now with Hulu. We were on this Fox iHeartRadio living room concert for America. It was like Elton John and a lot of people. We had the theme song for that.
Dude, I need to be coming over and writing with you more often.
Let's do it. Yeah, no. Hey, we have a song in the new American Pie Girls Rules movie coming out in October.
Oh,
I don't know.
Another American Pie movie?
I guess.
Is there going to be the one time in band camp jokes in this one?
Yeah, I guess so. I hope so.
That's awesome. Well, you and I have been writing. In fact, I think you and I and our buddy Mike Meadows wrote my latest single, which I'm really excited about.
Man.
Called Out of the Blue. And my fans are freaking out about that song. I have been playing it live now since we wrote it, first off. So they've heard it a bunch. And I've been playing it on these shows. And I've actually, I think, like a week or two ago, played the full song on air, and I have been getting blown up by people asking about it, wanting to know when I'm going to put it out, and that's getting me geared up to go, man. I'm excited about it.
That's awesome, man. I love that. That was the first time we had ever met or wrote together.
Isn't that crazy?
It was like 1.5, 2 hours of hanging, laughing, and writing that song, and it's just crazy how such a good song can come out of just a short amount of time and just like the right positive space, you know?
Yeah, man. That's what I love most about songwriting is you never know what's going to happen. I had never met you before. Mike told me lots of great things about you, said you guys have been writing a little bit, and said, hey, let's all get together. And literally it was 2 hours and that song was done. And you and I had struck up a friendship. We've been writing songs since. And I've become a fan of yours, brother. I love what you're doing.
Thank you so much, man. It's funny because I've been a fan of you for a long time. I think it was back in 2008, like 12 years ago. I had a rock band and we came to Nashville, and I went to this thing. I think it was the Music Mafia Get Rich thing. John Rich had like a talent show thing, and I saw this massive monster of a dude walk on stage. I'm like, who's this guy? And you just open your mouth. And the next night I went to a place called Limelight. Do you remember Limelight?
Yes, I do. Absolutely.
I walk in, I'm like, that James Otto guy was really great last night. What a good guy. I walk in and there's a mural painted of you of your Sunset Man record. I was like, what? Wasn't that the guy that we saw last night? And then your record came out. You had the big old hit.
Yeah, man.
Wild,
2008,
man.
like that was my year too. 2008, 2009. That's when things were like blowing up. So,
heck yeah,
that was good timing for me. Is that the year you moved to Nashville? Was 2008?
2009 is when I moved.
Okay.
January of 2009.
So, and you're from Texas, right?
Yeah, West Texas, Big Spring, Midland, Odessa. I lived in Denton, right north of Dallas, for a little bit, and then made the move to Nashville.
Oh yeah. So, moving from Texas, obviously you came for music. That's what brought you here. Is your family into music? Do you have like a musical blood line? What's going on there?
Man, my dad plays clarinet. That's about it.
that serious clarinet bloodline. So can you play a woodwind?
No, I can't.
I'd love to see you blast some clarinet at your show. That would be amazing.
Dude, just pull out the sax and just go to town, No music really in my family. And
so what got you into it?
Dude, what was that?
What got you into it?
Well, so my brothers were in the drum line in high school. And so I thought drums were the coolest things ever. And, my dad bought us a drum set to be in the house. And so that was the first thing I learned on was drums. And then I wanted to be a baseball player. I hurt myself playing baseball when I was 13, had surgery on my foot. And so I just bought a cheap guitar because my brother's the drummer. And so I was like, well, I'll just play guitar. So I, laid up in my bed with my foot up, just learning every Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix, George Strait song I could think of.
That Texas blues, so. I'm sure it had to be that has to get into your blood when you're down there. I was a huge Stevie Ray Vaughan fan, and I was nowhere near Texas, but it just was like, that was the thing. I had a Stevie Ray Vaughan Strat. I was learning all those licks. I never ever got anywhere near that good. Not even close.
Me neither.
Still trying.
But yeah, it's definitely in Texas, it's like, for me, it was Stevie Ray Vaughan, Willie Nelson, and just, the talent of Stevie Ray Vaughan and the songwriting chops of Willie Nelson. It was just like, oh man, I got to do something in this field. Like, even if it's just playing guitar,
Yeah, man, that's cool. I know that music was intoxicating for me as a kid. It was the one thing that I was really drawn to. I was a terrible student in school. Didn't care about school at all. Like, I was playing guitar probably 7-8 hours a day, doing no homework whatsoever, and literally barely scraping by, doing the bare minimum I could to get through school so I could get home and play my guitar. And look what it led to. You just never know.
That's it, man. And I mean, there's so much pressure on kids and students, to go to college and do all those things. And that's great. If college is for you, that's totally cool. But for me, I tried to go to college, and, I got offered to go on the Warped Tour when I was 18.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, I'm going to go.
Yeah.
Like,
high school or Vans Warped Tour? Let me,
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, so, sometimes people are meant for different paths other than schooling.
I think that's exactly right. I think there's way too much emphasis on just college these days. I think that colleges, certainly there's a lot of kids that should go to college and they can get a great education there, and it's a wonderful thing. But man, if I wasn't going to be playing music, I was definitely better off as in a field where I was going to be working with my hands. Like, it's just, I wanted to be, I went to electronics school for a couple years and started learning that. And I would have been better as in some kind of other course other than that. But music was definitely my calling, and I'm thankful for that.
Absolutely, man. I majored in audio engineering, and at least through that, I learned, Pro Tools.
Yeah, man.
How to run live sound.
That's
and
a
then
great
when we
skill
left to go on tour, I was like, let's do it.
Yeah, man. You're ready to go. So,
That's
all right,
it.
Let's skip ahead from learning audio to getting to Nashville and jumping in the scene to now being signed with Keith Urban, right?
Yeah, so I signed a deal with it's called Boom Music. It's Joe Fisher, Keith Urban, and Ross Copperman. I recorded an EP with them, and it was a blast just getting to work with Keith and Ross in the studio, and then I've from there I've started a band called Badland Sons. Me and my brother and our best friend, just kind of changing it up. There's so many solo males in country music.
Way
and
too many.
So I was like, why don't we have some fun with this thing? So that's kind of where we're at now.
I think that's a great idea. And to look at the picture of the music business and go, all right, there's a lot of solo males. If I get my brother and another guy together and start a band, there's less competition in that. That's a smart play, man. I mean, it's a way to help stand out. I know firsthand being a solo male is a tough place to be in. If you have an amazing duo, there's really not that many other slots that you're trying to fill, Country radio is going to play this many male acts, and that's going to be most of it. And then you're going to have a handful of female acts, and then there's going to be a handful of bands. And it's a good way to separate yourself and make yourself different from the crowd.
That's it, man. And, we all have dreams of, when I was in Texas, I had different dreams of what I wanted to do. And, obviously dreams change. And, I never saw myself writing for TV film, but it's been such a blast. It's allowed me to, kind of get out of just country music, which I love country music.
Sure.
But just like you, I grew up in a musical gumbo household, man.
Yeah,
It was rock and roll, country, blues, jazz, heavy metal. And just to be able to kind of switch it up and write something different every day has been really cool.
I think that's a huge help, man. We are very much alike. I am certainly a country based act. I have a lot of country music in what I do, but a lot of what I do is soulful and rock and roll, and all of those things find their way into my music. And that doesn't necessarily have the best outlet to pitch to other people. I need my own outlet as an artist to to get that out and hopefully establish my own brand. And that's a smart thing for you to be doing, man, is to first off give yourself another creative outlet and also separate yourself from everybody else. Good move.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, you want to play us something some of this new tunes?
For sure, man. Yeah, this was a song I came out with Keith Urban producing behind it.
Awesome.
It's a song called Small Talking.
Shot glasses on mahogany, neon birds and smoky rings, hungry souls and broken hearts, lonely shadows in the dark. I could ask you what's your name. We could play those same old games, pretend we're here for something more, what we're really looking for. Oh, I'm done with small talking, dancing all around it when we know we both want it. So tired of cheap lines, why lie, baby? Let's just be honest. I'm done with small talking. I couldn't help but catch your eye. You've been watching me all night. I see you, James. Throwing one, two looks my way, and now there's nothing left to say, no. Oh, I'm done with small talking, dancing all around it when we know we both want it. So tired of cheap lines, why lie, baby? Let's just be honest. Girl, no regret, your hair a mess, my shirt, your dress across the floor. Oh, tell me what we're waiting for, yeah. Ooh. All right, we're gonna break it down just a little bit. I'm done with small talking, dancing all around it when we know we both want it. So tired of cheap lines, why lie, baby? Let's just be honest. Oh, I'm done with small talking, dancing all around it when we know we both want it. So tired of cheap lines, why lie, baby? Let's just be honest. Why lie, baby? Let's just be honest. I'm done with some more talking.
Damn, son. That's what I'm talking about right there. Hell yeah.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
So good. Yeah, I don't know why they thought we would get along really well, like we should be writing together. I mean,
I don't know, dude. I learned from the best, man. I truly after listening to you, back in 2008 when you started coming out with music and like songs like Since You Brought It Up and
yeah, man.
and all that stuff, I was like, oh, like there is like soulful country music. Okay, I could do this.
Man,
You know.
thank you so much. I appreciate it. That's very flattering you say that. Man, you're a killer singer. You're a great guitar player. And obviously a fantastic writer too, man. I hope all of my fans will go pick up your music. You have, I'm going to have you play another song here in a minute too. We're not done. I'm not done with you yet, man.
I'm not done with you.
No, come back in here. Let's see. Bobby Bones. Tell me about your association with Bobby Bones.
Yeah, man, Bobby Bones. So I've played guitar for a lot of different artists. That's kind of how I got my start. Was when I came to town, I would serve or bartend, at nights, then write during the day and sing demos, play on demos. And so I started playing guitar for people like Trailer Choir, Chuck Wicks, Brett Eldridge, Florida Georgia Line, just like going out and living out on the road on buses and county fairs, doing shows with them. And I was out with Brothers Osborne and got introduced to John Osborne's wife,
right?
Lucy Silvis, who is
amazing.
She's just phenomenal.
She's phenomenal.
Well, I got asked to go on a radio tour with her, and so I was playing guitar for her. And so Bobby Bones actually asked her to come open for his band, the Raging Idiots. This was like 3 years ago,
Yep.
4 years ago. And so me and Lucy just jumped on his bus and just headed to Oklahoma. And he says all the time that when he met me, he hated me. Just because I had like spiky hair, like a faux hawk going, and I was
So
like
judgy.
all positive. I don't know. And then he's like, "Who's this guy?" But I was having trouble sleeping at that time of my life, and so was he. So it ended up just being him and I every night at the front of the bus, just hanging out all night long and talking. And we're both, we've both lived in Texas, and we have some similar stories, which is crazy. But from that day, we just started hanging out. We started, writing some comedy songs for his comedy act and his band, the Raging Idiots. Then I joined the Raging Idiots, and
awesome.
We'd be on the road right now, playing in like North Dakota or something, if COVID wasn't happening. But yeah, he's just become he's such a believer and a supporter in me.
Yeah, man.
Anytime I release a song, he's always on top of it, on playing it and just telling everybody about it. But he's also such a good friend. I consider him family now, and it's just funny because you never. The way you meet people in the music industry is so unconventional.
Yeah.
Like you and me, James. I mean, we became fast friends just from that 2-hour co-write. We started writing frequently, and now here we are.
Exactly right. And man, you do never know. And that's what I always tell people when they ask me advice about moving to Nashville and getting into the scene. I always say that get out, be out, like as often as you can. Yes, you're going to have to probably have a day job. You're going to go do that. And then every other moment that you're not at your day job, you need to be out meeting people. And it always sounded like a negative thing when people would say to me, it's who you know, not what you know. But the truth is that is exactly right. And it's actually a very positive thing. Your friends can become your biggest supporters and the people that really help make your dreams come true. And Bobby Bones is one of those people that he makes people's dreams come true. Chris Jansen, he's a close friend of mine. We've written a lot of songs together, and he's also one of the best performers I've ever seen in my life. But he wasn't setting the world on fire until Bobby Bones started being a real proponent of his and playing his songs on his show. And Buy Me a Boat, basically Bobby blew that song up for him and made him a star. He had the talent and he had the goods, but man, Bobby's got that microphone. He's got that bully pulpit. He can get up there and tell people about you. And when he does, hold on, man. So I think you're in the right place, dude.
Thanks, man. No, I appreciate that so much.
Well, absolutely. Yeah, look, Bobby, play my songs, man. What can I do? I want to become a buddy, too. I'll come out and play with the Raging Idiots. I'm all about
Bobby,
it. I'll get some background vocals for you, baby. Come on.
Whatever you want, man.
Yeah, man, look. That's awesome. So what else are you going to play for me, brother?
Man, I have a song. So this is one of the songs that I released with my band Badlands Sons. Get this guitar tune.
Tuned up, baby. So you wrote it with Badlands Sons. Tell people where they can get this music.
Yeah, so really, it's everywhere you stream music: Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, all that stuff. And apparently, there's still a Napster. I don't know why or how, but it's on Napster.
Surely that's out of business by now.
You would think, but
so do you have links to all of this stuff at BrandonRay.com?
I do, yeah. It's BrandonRayOfficial.com or on Instagram, Facebook. It's all Brandon Ray Music.
Yeah, all y'all out there, all my fans, go follow Brandon on all his socials. Check him out. He needs to be doing shows online during all this COVID stuff and play you some of these amazing songs he's got building up there in his catalog. So I'm going to try to keep having him come back to the show and play every once in a while, but also going to try to convince him to play some more shows online for everybody because everybody needs to know you, brother.
Oh, man, I appreciate that. Thank you for having me, man. And, yeah, I'll anytime you want me, if you need a guitar player or just a merch, somebody to sell your merch,
whatever,
I'll be there.
You probably have more fans than I do at this point, dude. You're killing it.
Oh, no way, man.
Oh, man. Well, this song's called Wild.
All right, let's do it.
In the blacktop, nothing round her. Eyes full of wonder, heart gonna roll like thunder. She grew a bag for the barefoot strong. Speaks her mind with southern drawl. Got a kiss cuts like barbed wire. Tugs how to take you higher. Yeah, there's fire in the water where she came from. Yeah.
Dude, killer, man. Great song.
Thanks, bro. I need to start taking my song keys just down. Cause it's like, all right, here's a song for you. Yeah, baby. You know, it's just like in the stratosphere, man.
Yeah, man.
Crazy.
I'm like, can I detune just a little bit? Why do I do this to myself?
And like, did you ever, I'm sure you were on a ton of, like radio tours, you know, you play at like,
oh yeah,
5, 6 in the morning, and you're like, all right.
Yes.
I heard Bruno Mars back when he had his first record out, he said that every morning. He was like, I don't know why I choose these out of this world keys, because I got to be up at 5 a.m. playing them for you.
That's exactly right. They want you to play them live. And if you suck, like, that's a lot of people that are going to hear you suck and wind. Like, it's going to be awful.
That's it, man.
Yeah, that's why I like those low keys that just got started loving you. That dude. That, hey, more of those. I unfortunately I write all these songs where I got to sing really high, but I need to go for that low thing. It worked for me the first time.
Dude, get back to the low thing.
Yeah.
You and Josh Turner, man, it's always gonna work.
I'm gonna do like that Barry White thing.
Ooh,
Yeah. Hey, baby.
You don't have to go anywhere. You can just stay there.
Right.
Oh,
Just down here. Yeah, that'd be good. I like that. Brother, thank you so much for joining me, man. I had a great time talking with you. I know my fans are going to tune in and follow you. And, man, I wish you the best of luck in the future, man. I know you got big things on the way.
Oh, man. James, thank you so much for inviting me on, man. I can't wait for your single to come out. I can't wait to watch you on Netflix.
Our single.
It's going to be awesome.
Our single. We wrote this together.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I'm there, man. I love it.
Speaking of, I'm going to play it after I let you go, all right?
All right, man. Hey, thank you so much. Y'all have a good night.
Man, thanks, brother. Take care.
All right, man. Bye-bye.
Man, Brandon, thank you so much for being on the show, brother. I'm going to play our song right now. And I think this is going to be my first single, y'all. So you guys have been loving it and requesting it and asking about it. And I wrote this with Brandon. Check it out. Honey, how'd I ever get so lucky to find a woman like you so lovely? There must be someone up there looking out for me. It's crazy, Lord knows I don't deserve you, baby. But if I ever lost those blue skies, I'll lose my mind. Just when I think I'm falling into that heavy heart, lonesome darling, you just pick me up, dust me off, show me everything ain't going south. You pull me out of that dark cloud, just like an umbrella when the rain falls down. A real lifesaver when I'm about to drown. Don't know where I'd be without you to pull me out of the blue. Oh, blue. Well, sometimes I'm a tightrope walker on a high line. In between the devil and the sunshine, I might find myself slipping. Baby, you step in just when I think I'm falling into that heavy heart, lonesome darling. You just pick me up, dust me off, show me everything ain't going south. You pull me out of that dark cloud, just like an umbrella when the rain falls down. A real lifesaver when I'm about to drown. Don't know where I'd be without you to pull me out of the blue. Oh, blue. Yeah. But if I ever lost those blue skies, I'd lose my mind. Well, just when I think I'm falling into a heavy high, lonesome darling, you pick me up, dust me off, show me everything ain't going south. You pull me out of that dark cloud, just like an umbrella when the rain falls down. A real lifesaver when I'm about to drown. Don't know where I'd be without you to pull me out of the blue. thank you guys so much for joining me this week. Thanks so much to Brandon Ray for being my guest. I know y'all love that guy because he is absolutely incredible. Make sure to go check out all of his social media. Sign up and follow the man. You're going to love what he's got coming out. Also, thank you guys to everybody that donated to Schrade Rouse or that will tonight. Go to the link in the description for this video, and there's a link to his GoFundMe page. Help him out in any way that you can. He absolutely deserves it. He's a real American hero. And I am going to go to this party now, and I'm going to go watch this show, and hopefully it don't suck, because that would be embarrassing. But I know it's going to be great because Jay's hilarious, and man, this is my family. I'm so excited about doing this, and I will see you guys next week for the Otto Show. Peace out, y'all.